One Battle Wits. I have to sleep soon. All right, we'll play a game of Battle Wits before we go back. Just for Joest, I did promise we'll play one round with Blue-White Battle Wits. I like that card. I really do like that card. However, it deserves its own deck. It deserves its own deck. You can't tell me it doesn't. It deserves its own deck. Dude! Quicksilver Fountain and Choke. Same deck. Let's do it. Yeah! Oz, yes! Choke, absolutely. Great Bone Daddy. You and I will get together and we will do a Quicksilver Fountain Choke deck. How does that sound? Also, welcome, Basic Landshark. Good to see you. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. Thank you very much. If you would like, please follow the stream, because that would bring us up to 140 followers, and that makes me feel better about myself. Play Obero and keep bouncing it when you target it? That's also a really good idea. And those two ideas are not mutually exclusive. I like that. So it looks like our opponent is on Ad Nauseam at the moment. Hey! Thank you, Basic Landshark. You're a wonderful human being, and thank you for showing your support for this stream. Second main phase, we're going to play an island and just hold up negate. Pass the turn. Opponent Serum Visions. Scries one to the bottom and one to the top. Another Serum Visions, sure. A non-sub follower in my glorious sub chat. Oh, man. I have never seen that card. Violet Paul. Tribal Instant. We're going to play a Windswept Heath and pass the turn. And Great Bone Daddy continues on his quest to turn regular chat into sub chat by giving Basic Landshark a sub. Thank you again, Great Bone Daddy. The greatest supporter of this stream. Opponent plays a Phyrexian on life. We will negate. And a Temple of Enlightenment. Gonna scry. One card to the top. So we will fetch with Windswept Heath. We are going to fetch a basic Plains. No, we're playing a quick Battle of Wits deck for Joest right now. Play Prairie Stream. Play Search for Iskanta. Pass the turn. Oh, I didn't switch it on Stream Decker. I'm sorry. I can do that actually real fast while we're playing this match versus Ad Nauseam. Second Phyrexian on life. Alrighty then. One plays a Gemstone Mine and a Pentad Prism. Alright, well, we untap. Search for Iskanta. Gonna mill Serum Visions. We draw. Condemn. Not super useful here. So we're going to play Prairie Stream. And we're going to Merchant Scroll. We're going to Merchant Scroll for... Let's see here. We are going to Merchant Scroll for... I think we're going to go for Gifts Ungiven. I want to take Negate, but that's not how we're going to win the game. We're going to take Gifts. Merchant Scroll cannot find Battle Wits, unfortunately. Yeah, if Merchant Scroll could fetch a blue card, it would just be a blue Demonic Tutor, and that would be unreasonably overpowered. It's already the best card in Homelands. Like, we don't want to make it the best card in Magic. It can if you cheat. I mean, I suppose that's true. Modern is the best drinking format. Yes, it is. All right. Opponent going to fire off this Ad Nauseam. Hopefully, they do not have packed backup. Modern is the best drinking format. Yes. All right. Search for Iskanto. We're going to mill Glacial Fortress. We draw Ghost Quarter. We'll play Ghost Quarter. Pass the turn. How much you want to bet he has a pact? If he had a pact, there's nothing we could do about it. We might have to gifts for a pile of counter spells here. I bet you he's holding a second Ad Nauseam. I am not going to gifts. We're going to just flip this search. Yeah, we'll mill Iona. Transform search, draw. What if he had Ricochet Trap? Hey, you ready to just win? Surgical Ad Nauseam. Ad Nauseam. Cast gifts. We're gonna get him. We're gonna get him. Oh man, top deck Surgical Extraction in Battle Wits, which isn't even a 4 of because I don't own 4. Alright, we're going to pick up a pile of hard counters that can just completely ruin our opponent's day. So let's get a Deprive. Remand? Oh my god, Remand works! Remand works. 3 counters and unburying rights? Absolutely, that is the correct play. Unless I have a Pact of Negation. We might want a Pact of Negation in the pile. I can't remember if I put it in here or not. Deprive. I don't think I did. So we're going to get Deprive. We're going to get Negate and Logic. Yeah, Logic Knot. Then Unburial Rights. Let's see Moto pull him out before. That's true. Moto kind of chokes when you Gifts Ungiven with Battle of Wits. They really need to update their netcode. Deprive, Negate, Remand, and Rights. Is this version even running Remand? OPQR. This version does not have Remand. So we're going to go Logic Knot and then Rights. Jesus. You know, with as many times as I've played Battle of Wits, I'm really surprised. I would not be surprised if somebody like went back and calculated how much of my time I've lost to tutoring in Battle of Wits. It's like this with every fetch land, every merchant scroll, every freaking gifts ungiven, especially gifts ungiven. Like, also welcome to the stream, Raylan. I'm sorry, your name appears the same color as like everybody else's in mine right now, so I almost missed the fact that you joined on. Welcome, welcome. One gives us Logic Knot and Unburial Rites. So let's Logic Knot ad nauseam for, I guess, 5 we'll have to do. Just to make sure that our opponent can't Simian Spirit Guide their way out of this. Now if they have Pact, we lose, but they didn't have Pact last turn, so they had to have drawn it this turn if they've got it. Yeah! Gotcha. That main deck Surgical Extraction doing some work. Alright, so we want Trinket Mages just to tutor up our Chalice of the Void. Could have done it for 4. They had a Pentad Prism mana, and they had a untapped mana. So we wanted to make sure they couldn't like Simian Spirit Guide their way out of this. They had Unlife, so they could have untapped with it, I think. Was that on their turn? I don't remember. Either way. Stony Silence, also actually kind of reasonable. Opponent goes to reevaluate his life choices after losing to Battle of Wits. We're going to drop Condemns. Condemn does nothing versus our opponent's deck. Same with Oust, I believe. Try it like this. 15 cards seems so meager compared to the main. I know, right? The original version of this list was like 7 colors and had a wishboard. I am actually hesitant to pass this hand because for Battle Wits this is pretty good, but it does nothing versus Ad Nauseam. Okay, Stony Silence Double Gifts is good. Stops Grave Titan. I don't know how many Ad Nauseam lists still do that whole transformative sideboard plan with Grave Titan. The ones I know are on Dromoka. At least more recently. I know Grave Titan was the original, like, favored how to win the game in the sideboard plan. Opponent starts with a Lotus Bloom on Suspend. We draw a Hieroglyphic Illumination, play Island, pass the turn. Opponent, Lotus Bloom, taken down. Plays a Gemstone Mind. Another Serum Visions. Well, we would like a counterspell. Scries 1 to the bottom, 1 to the top. We'd like a white land, and really soon. Jace. I've seen the Dragon Lord once. Is Grave Titan actually more popular? I can believe that. It's been a long time. So for anybody who doesn't know, Ad Nauseam was the deck that I used to, like, actually play. I didn't bottom it because I wanted Threshold. Ethereal Haze. Not good. Okay, we need to draw a white land next turn. It does get us the same amount of depth in our deck, but we had no other one mana plays, and having cards in the graveyard is actually okay. Tips had as streamer knows Modern extremely well. Extra memely well. I used to play Ad Nauseam a shitload. I had like almost 2,000 games under my belt with it before, like around the time that Treasure Cruise was being played, like right before Treasure Cruise got printed, I had all those games logged. And since then, I have not stuck to a consistent deck. Okay, Logic Knot here, pretty good. Not fantastic, but better than nothing. We will definitely be countering this first Lotus Bloom that's coming off Suspend. Okay, Lotus Bloom. Coming down. This at least forces them to tap out. If they don't have a Pact, then they would have to sack a Gemstone Mine for this, and if we draw a white mana source, we can Stony Silence and shut off their artifact mana. Opponent's going to pay for it. Ooh. Ooh, they are not in a good place right now. You could say he played ad nauseam. Ad nauseam. That's sure what it felt like. But that was back when you could like actually grind out a ton of games and sort of go positive. I had like... our other stone... How do we get 2 of our sideboard card that we only have 3 of, but no white mana? Any mana now at least lets us gifts for white mana. If they play a land, I'm going to be really scared. We need white mana super bad. Okay. We draw blue mana. Okay, if our opponent has ad nauseam and draws a land, we're toast. Actually, if they have a Simian Spirit, Realms Uncharted. That 4 mana mono blue Realms Uncharted. Yeah, that's exactly the case here. Oh, they got a land! No ad nauseam, please. Please no. Please no. So they're probably holding it, but we have no reason not to fire off a gifts here. WotC constricting the player base these days. Don't let me go down that rabbit hole anymore. That's fair. We don't have to talk about that. We're going to try and fire off this gifts to get white mana. If our opponent has ad nauseam, then they deserve to win. We could have waited. Yeah, okay, we'll concede. They got us. We would have drawn Logic Knot land, but we were a long way off white. That's really unfortunate. Alright, run it back. The problem is we weren't drawing anything. Like, we had to guarantee we get white mana. They basically had to not be able to combo that turn, and they absolutely could. Okay, we have a 3 mana counterspell and a Search for Azcanta, both colors of mana, and a Hieroglyphic Illumination. I'm going to go ahead and keep. Because, like, had we drawn white mana, they just would have ad nauseamed in response. We wouldn't have had a counterspell. If we had drawn a counterspell, we wouldn't have been winning the game. Like, we didn't have a good way out. It was better to try and gifts for the line that wins. At least, in my opinion, there. Opponent starts City of Brass. Goes for a black mana. Are they going to spoils right away? Or Thoughtseize, maybe? Thoughtseize, okay. We're going to fetch up a Hallowed Fountain and cycle this Hieroglyphic. Makes Thoughtseize a little worse if we draw another land. Although they will be able to take a Hieroglyphic Illumination. We won game 1. The problem is we already have good cards in our hand. If we draw another good card, then our opponent has to pick. If we don't, they can take our card advantage spell. Either way, it's threshold. They took Search for Azcanta instead of Absorb, and Absorb was the card I'm trying to protect. We draw Negate. Negate is excellent here. Pass the turn. I don't think that was a punt. You learned there's something you can do to distract Chad if I ever need to focus on the game. I'm kind of terrified, honestly. I don't know what you could do. Taking Azcanta seems wrong. I agree with that. What is the best counter in this deck? Probably Negate or Deprive, honestly. Actually, Disallow. I would say Disallow. So we're going to play an island, and we're going to put Chalice on 0 so they can't get Lotus Blooms. Wait, what? Patreon supporter command? I'm okay with them having cantrips. Like, Chalice on 0 stops Pact of Negation, and it stops Lotus Bloom, which is really important. Chalice on 1 stops cantrips and Angel's Grace, but then they can still pact our spells. If we land a Chalice on 0, they're going to be very sad. Oh, you can crowdsource useless trivia? Alright, Chalice lands on 0. That's super, super good. So between these two counter spells, hopefully we can delay long enough for us to actually find a way to win the game. Look at the salt pause. On a sleight of hands, we'll let that go. Serum Visions. We should be able to counter the win con now, yeah. Oh, you're asking now, is it better to still fight over Ad Nauseam versus the win condition? That's actually a tough question. I'm not entirely sure. Fighting over the win condition is probably better unless they have an answer for Chalice, which I don't think they do. In that case, it is better to fight over the win condition. Depends on the mana situation. Oh, that's true too. If our opponent has multiple ways to actually cast a win condition, because they can Lab Man and they can Lightning Storm. Opponent plays a Gemstone Mine. Penthead Prism. You actually have Ad Nauseam? Nice. I have it in paper, and it is approximately 70% foil. It is my favorite deck. I even got the Gemstone Caverns before anybody thought it was good. I got it in foil. I got my foil Simian Spirit Guides. Got my foil Lightning Storm. Honestly, I'm mostly missing just a few of the random lands, but did I just play the wrong... No, I did not. Okay, cool. I did not play the wrong land. The shit was it? Opponent goes for another Penthead Prism, sure. Have blue, white, and Jeskai full foil? Nice. Dude, Mill absolutely murders our opponent's deck. I don't know if we play Trinket Mage here. I don't think we do. Because, like, the only other 0-mana artifact in our deck right now is Walking Ballista or Tormod's Crypt, I think. neither of which we really want at the moment. We'd rather just hold up negate and absorb. Yeah, Mill's really fun because they... I don't think they run repeal. That was a thing at one point, but I haven't seen it for a long, long time. We draw Colonnade. Well, there's a way for us to win the game. Pass the turn. Oh, well, Drazian taxes 2/3 foiled. Don't know why you all need to know, but I do. Hey, I like hearing about stuff like that. I like hearing about personal achievements and goals and things like that, especially when they relate to Magic. Polluted Delta. Okay, at this point, I am going to hold lands, just in case. So we can Colonnade and hold up and absorb. I think we're actually going to do that. We're going to fetch up a Modern Legal Tundra, aka Prairie Stream. You have turns 90% foiled in 3 versions. Damn, son. I was trying to foil out turns, but I had a version that was really, really old. I kept the full art promo cryptic commands I got, which I feel was a mistake because, like, if any card should have a textless promo, cryptic command is not that card. Just need the Jaces and Time Warps foiled now. All I'm hearing is I have a non-tournament legal deck. Alright, we're going to start getting in with Colonnade. Am I the quad sleeve guy? No, I do not have Battle of Wits. I do not have a foil Battle of Wits. I'm not that guy. Also, welcome to the stream, Kevin from Ohio. Good to see you. Opponent plays an island. We're going to play out this land basically because we want to hold up multiple counterspells. So we're going to cast Trinket Mage basically because we can propagate a threat this way that doesn't, or that allows us to hold up both counterspells we have. You know what beats? Is Soldier of Fortune Modern legal? Because that might beat foil Modern decks. Ooh. Engineered Explosives on 2 seems pretty sexy. We'll take Engineered Explosives. Pass the turn. Problem that foils warp slightly and are distinguishable from non-foil cards. So a deck that fixes foils and non-foils is bad form. I mean, if you have both, you can actually get away with it, though.
Yeah, you can get away with cheating.
Hey! Kevin from Ohio just subscribed! Thank you, Great Bone Daddy, for granting this.
What a name.
I know, right? I love this deck. How the hell can it ever draw answers? Because it's just battle. It's blue-white control scaled up. That's all it is. Same chances to draw any of the cards. Get another Prairie Stream. Untapped. We draw Thematic Compass. So we're gonna play Engineered Explosives.
Go get Taco Bell. You want any?
From Taco Bell?
Yeah.
No, I better not. But thank you for the offer.
I'll be back.
Attack for 2. I can tell I'm going to have fun here while learning a lot about how to drink properly. I mean, I used to hang out with a guy who got his connoisseurship with whiskey, so I actually learned a lot about how to drink and appreciate whiskey. And scotch. I really, really like scotch. But quite frankly, most of the drinks that you see me drink on this stream are going to be college tier. Get me a power bowl, please, not Kano. Oh, man. Okay, we are going to Blow up all of our opponent's Pentad Prisms. Yeah, I like Scotch. Personal, I enjoy extremely peaty Scotch. Opponent, Angel's Grace. Stick to my Becks and St. Pauli's. Okay, that's fair. I have not had the opportunity to try a lot of different kinds of Scotch. So that's like in the plans for like what I'm going to spend future monies on, right? All right. Okay, cool. We untap. You're gonna send you a bottle of 20-year Lefroy? Dude, I love Lefroy. I have only gotten to try their 10-year. They're 12 year, and I think they're whatever. I think they have a 15. Is not available in Utah, Stan, where I live. Fire up this colonnade. We're gonna get in for 6. Opponent goes to 3, and we have an absorb for any other potential ad nauseams. Using the spell they don't know about. Yeah, that's true. They do know we're holding an absorb now. If I recall correctly, there's a story about some guy who had something like his entire deck voiled except for every mana source, so he can instantly tell whether he's going to draw mana or not. That is definitely cheating. You have 5 bottles people keep getting me? Let me send you one. Oh my god. I mean, I will not turn down good Scotch. Alright, we're gonna get in. 4-6. This should get our opponent here. Opponent is waiting till the last possible second to Angel's Grace. Sure. Oh, actually, you may not be able to. You cannot legally... I must say, you cannot legally send alcohol into the state of Utah. I totally forgot. Otherwise, I would say yes. Actually, Utah is the only state in the union where polygamy is explicitly banned, believe it or not. I totally forgot, though. You do not send me alcohol. Do not send me alcohol. I wish you could, but do not send me alcohol. Absolutely do not do this. Because, like I said, this is Mormonistan. Opponent's going for the ad nauseam, so we will counter. They're going to lose 1 life to City of Brass. We're going to Ghost Quarter this Seachrome Coast. They might not have the 3rd basic land. Okay, they do. Some lists do only have 2 basic lands. Let's see, we were in Sedona, Arizona, and there's a place there I can't remember that does Scotch tastings. The guy that worked there must have had some really steely self-restraint because all the stuff was amazing. I am going to make a mental note and add that to long-term memory because that sounds awesome. I mean, there's a lot of places where it's legal to beat your wife on the courtroom steps. Oh man, opponent is on the tertiary game plan of casting Simian Spirit Guides for the beatdown. The answer to all of the above questions is the Church of Latter-day Saints. That is correct. It's happening! We're not even going to win with damage! Our opponent technically can Angel's Grace through the trigger. They would have to have land Angel's Grace ad nauseam to win the game next turn. The LDS are actually not okay with polygamy. that it is against their doctrine. There are places in southern and in rural Utah where polygamy is practiced, but it is definitely not actually legal here. Opponent did not let it trigger, unfortunately. Well, Joest, we got your game of Battle of Wits in for you. And we won with Battle of Wits.